Well, what a start this has been. Semi-final number two just got done with the presentation of match number one. Karan Chug was the player of the match of semi-final one. The winner between Nynex Warriors and VR Champions will play the White Knights in the finals tomorrow at this very ground. Again, Rishil flicks into the onside. He's the owner of VR Champions along with Vicky. VR stands for Vicky and Rishil. Again, Vineet Dujodwala now this time. An experienced batter, Vineet. He's played a lot of cricket at the grassroots level. You can say when he was young, he's got the technique right, he's got the temperament right, and even after years of being away from the game in the middle age, he's come back, and now the way he's batting, full of confidence, well bowled by Krushanu. Outside off stump, a play and a miss here. Been an outstanding start this for VR champions. Semi-final number two at the Dadaji Kondev Cricket Stadium. Cuts it away towards backward point. Wants a quick single. Sid Mehta directed needed, but the throw was not the quickest. Single taken. End of 2 overs. It's 24 without loss after two. Tushar Zaveri into the attack outside off stump that's been cut away towards short third man. Slight misfield there from the youngster. Be a single then. A lot of cheers for VR champions. They've been unbeaten throughout the tournament. They've had a fabulous, fabulous group stage where they've outperformed and outclassed all the teams that have come their way. And an interview of the owner sometime back. What a delivery! Wow, excellent delivery outside off stump. That's beautifully bowled. Well kept by Ankit Valaria. Spoke to the owner of VR champions Vicky Oswal and of course their main man, the talisman Kamran Ahmed. While I spoke to them, they were pretty confident of this game. They were pretty joyous and relaxed. There was no pressure on their faces. That's the aura that you need in the dressing room. It's in the air, and that's the first wicket. Tushar Zaveri, the experienced campaigner, has broken through for his team. The first wicket goes down. Rishil trying to slog the ball into the leg side. Vansh Bhimani will complete the catch. And the score is 25 for 1. Batter in his Shaurya gets off the mark straight away. Good form, Shaurya. He was picked up not the biggest names in the VR Champions team, but certainly he's made a name for himself. And I'm 100% sure that the next NCL, when that happens, Shaurya will go for a much higher price than he did this season because certainly made a mark. One of the games he didn't get off the mark for 11 odd deliveries and then ended up scoring a half century. So that's Shaurya for all of y'all because never loses his cool when he's playing. Outside off, that's been cut away into the gap. Well fielded, very well fielded. Diving effort, saved a certain boundary. Going in the gap, Shar Zaveri. What an over this has been. 3 runs and a wicket in it. Highly skilled this bowler. Punched down the ground. End of 3 overs. It's 28 for 1 after 3. So the new bowler change in bowling. 4 overs, 4 different bowlers being used by Ankit Balaria. It's Purab into the attack. Deep backward square leg and deep extra cover. The two fielders outside the ring for Shaurya. Bansali on strike. Oh, that's a good delivery. In swinging delivery. Oh, going down the leg side, says the umpire. Let's have a look at that again in slow motion. What exactly happened here? That ball came darting in to the right hander. Ooh, good call by the umpire. Always going down leg. Quality of umpiring also has been top notch in this tournament, and I have to credit these two umpires. It's been the same umpires constantly come. They've done a fabulous job. Will toss outside off stump. Yorker length, in fact, towards short third man. He will cross over for one. Good bowling by Purab. He's getting the ball to dart into the right hander. Only if he pitches it in the right areas, he's a lethal bowler. Not easy to get away from this bowler. Good side. Nynex Warriors, Ankit Balaria, Danish Cheda. But Tushar Zaveri, of course, they've got Krushanu. Strong, strong side. You can't take them lightly. We are champions. Need to be cautious. Well fielded again. Towards cover. Tushar Javeri was the player. Ball seems to be following him wherever he goes. 30 for 1 the score. It is the power play, so you have the field restrictions for the bowlers. The opportunity to take the most advantage in these first 6 overs has been tucked away into the square leg region. In fact, short fine leg. Single taken. Vinith Dujodwala has been in good form throughout the tournament. He scored those runs whenever the teams asked him to. Shaurya has stepped up on occasions. Rishil was the one who hadn't clicked yet. Well, I don't blame him for that because he hadn't got that much batting to begin with. He's always batting for 4 or 5 balls in the end because that's how much was left eventually after the VR champions completed their innings. So Rishil today scoring those crucial runs at the top will help them stay ahead in the game. Purab down the leg side and good running. White ball. Okay, so that's a white ball and a single. 1+1. Extra runs. Tucked away into the onside. Wanted a single sent back. A close call. It was Parag at short mid wicket. Again down the leg side again. Will be a wide. The swing is there. That's definitely there. The line and length is supposed to be controlled here by Purab because he's getting the ball to ask questions only that the ball is not pitching in the right areas that you'd expect him to bowl at. No? Korea goes down the ground. That's exquisitely hit all the way for four. Ends the over with the boundary. That extra ball. Getting them four more. Four gone. It's 38 for one. Parag into the attack. Another new bowler introduced in the power play. Flicked away into the onside. That's played towards long on. Ruchit Mehta, the man at long on. Unavailable in the last game, but Nynex put up a strong show without his presence as well. Outside off. That should be a wide. That's well outside off stump. Gonna be extra runs here. Short ball played down the ground. Again, just taking the game forward. That's good batting. Sensible cricket here by Shaurya and Vineet. They will get those odd boundaries. They will get those loose deliveries time and again. That's what they need to wait for. You need to pick your battles in such situations. Semi-final number 2. The winner will play tomorrow in the finals of the NCL 2026. White Knights have already booked their place. Karan Chugh, a magnificent innings, and that's a good shot. Well fielded by Krushanu at backward point. What an effort that was. Full marks for that effort. And he saved 3 crucial runs for his side. It was a magnificent shot by Vineet off the back foot. Cut it beautifully into the gap. And Krushanu, really well done. There's no doubt that he's the most improved player of Nsci. There was a special award that was given to Krushanu the last time the NCL happened. Most improved player of the season. This time it's in the air, should be taken. Oh, and he's lost the ball in the sun. But this will be a run out. Vineet is run out. A huge mix up. We saw that in the first game as well. Karan Chugh was dropped and run out at the non-strikers end was PD. And here Shaurya is dropped and Vineet is run out unfortunately. Well, Kamran getting off the mark in rather eventful manner, played towards covers, ran the first one hard, and Shaurya was struggling to get at the non-strikers and a dive, eventually saving him. Chanu on the boundary, he's got a good arm, very careful, don't want another wicket falling here, especially in the form of a run out. Last thing that they actually want. Well bowled, really well bowled, Parag. Excellent over this. 5 gone, it's 44 for 2. Outside off stump played towards the backward point region, fielded by Manoj Kikani. Unavailable for a couple of games. Now he's here. Punched off the back foot. That's cover. The dot ball here. Last over of the power play. You need to get as many as you can. 47 the score. Hit back to the bowler. Kamran Ahmed is the top scorer of the tournament. Leading run scorer according to the stats. And Aditya Somani is the leading wicket taker of the tournament. Oh, Manoj run out chance at the non-strikers. Then the throw is a wild one. Will eventually cross over for one. That's the end of the over. The power play comes to an end. 8 gone, 6 gone. In fact, it's 48 for 2 after 6 overs. Krushanu. Well bowled and well played into the onside for a quick single here. Power plays over, the field restrictions have been lifted. Long off, deep extra cover. Long on, deep mid wicket, and a deep backward square leg on the boundary. Left arm spinner, you have to be very cautious with the line, with the length where you're bowling, how you're bowling, and especially to whom you're bowling. Shaurya Bansali is on strike. Oh, leading edge. Will this be taken? Manoj will not be able to get to the ball. And that's going to be overthrows again. Second time in 2 overs that Manoj has thrown a ball to the bowler and it's been an overthrow. This one was rather a regulation collection for a player like Krushanu, but 50 comes up. 51 for 2 the score. With soft hands wanting a single, he's been denied. And this time Manoj has not thrown the ball. Thankfully, he's not thrown the ball. Good field placement here. 3 balls left. Slogs into the onside then. The single. 4 inside the circle covers point, shot third, and a short fine leg. Krushanu, an important bowler for his team. Pass into the offside, wanting a single, slight fumble by Vansh. They will cross over. They're hitting it straight to the fielder and running. They know that there's going to be a mistake. That's what they're anticipating. But there will be a chance or a time where there won't be a mistake. Fielder might collect it cleanly, and that could be curtains for one of the batters. Need to be very cautious with these sort of things. Last ball of the over. Into the onside for a single then. 7 gone. It's 54 for 2. Manoj Kikani into the attack. And they've run 2 first ball. Played towards the mid wicket region. That's good running between the wickets. Plenty of bowlers have been used so far in this innings. Manoj Kikani, the spin bowling option for the Nynex Warriors. Full toss swept away into the leg side. Munjal Mahadevia at short mid wicket. In fact, a short fine leg will cut it off. And the low full toss. Run, I think, means another bat here. So, needs to get one. That's well bowled by Manoj. Really well bowled. Tucked away into the leg side once again. Going to be another single. Nothing more than one. Very good bowling here by Manoj. Not conceding a lot so far. This time outside off stump. That's been it towards point. That's a bad throw. And what is happening with the 9x Warriors? What is wrong with them? They're such a good side. They're playing so well. And these overthrows are just conceding singles unnecessarily. Another single taken here. In fact, I think it was Nachiket at backward point, tagging the ball, collecting the ball cleanly, and not a great throw. That's a good delivery. Very good delivery by Manoj Kikani. Well, Kamran's wicket is like a crown jewel of the NCL. That could have been a huge blow to the VR champions. And that's beautifully driven. That's going to go all the way for a boundary. Kamran is not going to miss out on that one. Low full toss, just leaning into the drive, checking his shot, ends the over the boundary. 8 gone. It's 63 for 2. First ball single in this ninth over. 64 for 2. Batting at around 8 runs an over. Rishi tucked away into the onside. They'll run the first one quickly. They should come back for 2. That's good fielding. Purab quick to attack the ball. And when you're batting with Kamran, you always have to have a couple of yards in you because he'll make you run and run. He has the knack of running the first one quickly. He'll always push you to take the second run. And down the leg side, that will be a wide and a single again to add to that. Going down the leg side. Again down the leg side. Again, that's a wide. Off the back foot, he's hit it down the ground firmly towards long off. Slight misfield there, and that's gone for 4. Out of all the people on the field, Tushar Jhaveri with a misfield. It's unbelievable what I'm seeing in front of my eyes here. The Nynex Warriors are taking the game away. Kamran is on strike. Single of the first ball, then wide plus single of the second. Oh, a fish in the gap again. Kamran has had a brush of luck his way. Like I said, there was a single of the first ball at long off, then there was a wide on which they crossed over while Shaurya was on strike. Then another wide when Kamran was on strike. Then a boundary and now a couple of runs. 3 balls have only been bowled in this over. Goes running away in favor of VR champions. flicked away into the onside for a single. Still two balls remaining in this over. Dot ball punched into the offside for another single here. Smart batting, cautiously yet comfortably moving forward these two. 75 for 2. Sid Mehta, the new bowler. Shaurya plays into the onside. The last over before the drinks break. An opportunity for both the teams to get their combinations and strategies set. Bowling at a decent over rate. See that been around 40 minutes since the game has started and they've bowled 9 overs. So that's kudos to them. Usually in such heat, players tend to slack a little with the over rate. Punch into the offside for a single. I think the ploy will be not to lose any more wicket for at least the next 2-3 overs. Play at a scoring rate of 6 at least or maybe more. And then, after the 15th over, maybe try to go all guns blazing. Got Sanjay Bura, Gautam Parolia, a lot of batting yet to come. Vicky Oswal, these two are already out there in the center to take the game forward. Three balls left. Kamran goes down the ground. It was in his slot, and that's gone all the way for six. That's the first six of this game. Was a tossed up delivery, and Kamran in his slot, bang down the ground over the bowler's head, right onto the side screen. Into the offside, it's tucked away towards backward point. Another single taken. Batting very smartly, these two. Runs have been coming thick and fast for them. Last ball remaining before the drinks break. Sid Mehta, been a very good bowler for Nynex Warriors. Running the first one hard, but will only be a single. That'll be the end of 10 overs then. We'll have drinks on field 86 for 2 after 10. Manoj ki Kani. Shaurya down the ground he goes. He's been dropped a couple of times, Shaurya. He was dropped on the last ball of the previous over as well by Ruchit Mehta at long on. Off the bowling of Parag. It was a straightforward chance, but I think the catch dropped by Parag on his own bowling was the easiest one of the lot. Unfortunately, Vineet was run out of that dropped catch. Kamran down the ground. What a hit that is. That's gone all the way for six. Cammy is unstoppable. He's the leading run scorer in this tournament and he's leading from the front. What an innings he's been playing time and again for his team. The first game that we are champions played, he did not play a single ball in that match because the team chased down the total without his services. But since then, the form that he's picked up, it's unbelievable. Played towards the offside run out chance at the non-striker's end, but oh, well, when the ball leaves the bat, these two batters are already a couple of yards down the track. That's how eager they are to get those singles running. 99 for 2. Amran goes into the offside. That's going to race away towards the fence. And well fielded by Krushanu. Wow. Very well done by Krushanu. The 100 comes up. Excellent stop there by Krushanu. He's saved a boundary in the power play of Vineet's batting, if I'm recollecting it right. And now it's again Krushanu. Saved 6 runs already. In the air. This should be taken. That's been dropped. Again, it's an opportunity that goes down begging. Nynex Warriors have only and only themselves to blame. Well, they say that a cat has 9 lives. I've been told by one of the players from VR Champions that the cat has 9 lives and Shaurya has 10 maybe. Being dropped and allowed to be let go on a lot of times. This time played into the offside towards deep extra cover. Be a single end of the over. 103 for 2 after 12. First ball, Parag trying to paddle the ball away into the leg side. Now we are single towards short fine. 13th over in progression. Kamran batting on 36 of 24. Goes over cover. What a shot! What a shot! That's one bounce for shot of the day. This is a shot of a man in form, a player in control. That's really, really well played over covers. Covers on the boundary, long off and deep extra cover. 3 on the offside around the boundary. Square leg comes in. And he goes down the ground. Ruchit, Ruchit, a spectator Ruchit. Over his head. 4 and 6. This has been Kamran's tournament. The way he's played with the bat, with the ball, and in the field as well. He has been unstoppable in this tournament. The NCL is all about bright young prospects and also these experienced campaigners. This should be taken. Ruchit under it. And he's completed the catch. Yes. Kamran's got to go back to the hut. Parag has the last laugh. But Kamran has done the damage. 114 for 3. Well, it's been a comeback over of sorts for the Nynex Warriors. Conceded runs, but they got the wicket and a couple of dot balls then. 13 gone, 115 for 3. Played back to the bowler. Shah into his third over. 2.1, 8 runs conceded, and a wicket taken. Tucked away into the onside. Yeah, single here. Cuts it away towards the backward point region, looking for a quick single. Manoj Kikani. Well, the throws have been really wavered today. Again, an overthrow here. 1+1, now 2 runs of that. Here he goes again. Gonna be another dot ball. Well, don't want to waste that many deliveries. Gautam Parolia is a good batter. He's a experienced all-rounder. Oh, that's well bowled. Well played into the onside. Just a single. Vansh will cut it off. 119. Now the scoring rate has suddenly gone down drastically. Coming round the wicket now. Tushar, change of angle. Last ball of the over. 4 runs of it. And Shaurya get a boundary here for his team. Using his feet, goes in the air. There's a man there. Purab. Slight misfield will be a couple of runs. 14 gone. It's 121 for 3. With Mehta into his second over. Gave away 11 in his first and Gautam. Well bowled by Sid. Perfect line, perfect length. Logged into the onside. That's going to be a couple of runs at least, if not more. It's gone all the way for 4. Gautam Parulia really needed this boundary. Kind of innings that you expect him to play. Needs to get going from the first ball. And good to see that he's got a boundary for himself. Be pretty confident. Or third man backward point covers and a short fine leg inside the circle. Sid continuing. Gotham goes down the ground. In the air, fielder takes the catch. Nachiket comfortably completes the catch. Gotham's got to go back to the hut, and that's a huge wicket as Gotham Parolia's got to go back. New batter is Sanjay Bora. First ball came back in sharply. Also well fielded at backward point. Going to be a short ball. Last ball of the over. Sid. Just 4 runs of it. Well fielded again by Manoj. So very good over. 4 runs of it and a huge wicket of Gautam Parolia. 15 gone. 125 for 4. Ushanu. Korea using his feet. And, well, good reactions there by TJ. Was bouncing over his head. It felt like for a fraction of a second, but did really well to recover. Sanjay Bura is on strike now. Cuts it away into the gap, wanting a quick single. He'll get it comfortably. Good running between the wickets once again. Four moves on to 129. Well, last 3 overs have just costed 12 runs so far. Fantastic performance here by Nynex. They're pulling it back in a way, but that's going to go for four. I think I spoke too soon. Shuffling across the stumps and hits it over square leg. Ends the over with the boundary. 133 after 16. Good shot into the offside, Sanjay. Single. Manoj Kikani is into his third over. He's been slightly expensive today. Who was none for 20. 4 overs remaining. How many more will they get? At least 170 should be their target. Having wickets in hand, having players yet to come to bat. Interesting to see how they take the game forward. Shaurya using his feet. Back to the bowler. Dot ball. Well bowled, Manoj. Again using his feet. This time he goes into the onside. Are they going to run two? Taking the first one hard. Ruchit is a good fielder. What a pickup that was. Only a single. Shaurya batting on 41 of 39. Very comfortable out there in the middle. The way he's played. Trying to slog the ball down the ground. That one spun away. Well bowled, Manoj. Very, very well bowled. That was outside off stump and he tried to go down the ground. The ball just gripped onto the surface and turned further away from Sanjay Bora. That's the line that need to bowl. Another dot ball. So right in the death overs of the innings, you expect a flurry of boundaries, but it's not been the case. Runs have been very scarce. 2 runs, just 2 runs of 5 deliveries. Can he finish the over well, Manoj? Hit firmly down the ground. Will just be a single then. So just 3 runs of the what an over, Manoj. Very good over by Manoj Kikani. 3 runs of it, 17 gone. It's 136 for 4. Outside off stump, Krishanu. First ball of over number 18 starts off with a wide. He was none for 24 now in his spell. Final over has been some sort of turn on this pitch. Goes down the ground, firm hit, but will only fetch him a single. Shaurya is going to be on strike. Standing inside the circle now, mid off. Mid off covers backward point and a short third man inside the circle on the offside. Goes down the ground, that's a good hit. Will need some stopping. Well done by Tushar. Really good effort. Great commitment shown here by the players of the NSCI. This is the NCL 2026 semi-final number 2. Nynex Warriors versus VR Champions. VR Champions winning the toss, electing to bat first. The winner will progress through to the finals tomorrow on this ground. Sanjay goes to the covers region, and that's gone for 4. Misfield by Nachiket. That could have been stopped. That should have been stopped. That results in 4 runs. 143 for 4. 7 runs of 3 deliveries. Sanjay goes down the ground and he's cleared the boundary comfortably for 6 more. This is exactly what you expect from a player of his caliber. He's coming to bat, and the way he's playing the strokes, it's outstanding. Just see the way he's elevated the ball. What a beautiful hit. What timing on that one. Magnificent batting by Sanjay. Truly impressive. There's an appeal. There's an appeal for caught behind. Well, Ankit thought that there was something on it. Not sure if there was anything on it, but good delivery. Krushanu. Last ball of his spell. Cuts it away towards backward point. He's found the gap. Oh, will it go all the way towards the fence? Manoj cuts it off. Will be a couple of runs though. End of 18. It's 150 up, 151 for 4. 19th over of the innings. Long on deep mid wicket. Conventional cow corner. And that's over the head of Ruchit. That's 6 runs. Shaurya. First ball. First ball. Steps down. Leg side. 6 runs. What a strike that was. Came off the screws of the bat. Look at the way the ball flew when the ball connected with the bat. 6 of the very first ball. Shot of the highest order by a young talented batter coming up the ranks of Nsci cricket. Moves to 48 runs. Does Shaurya. Deserves to get to 50. All important semi-finals. Oh, good catch. Very good catch, Tushar. Outstretched hand. And you need something special to get rid of this innings of Shaurya. Came off the two end of the bat. Tossed up outside off. Toe end and very good reflexes by Tushar. Pulled away into the onside. The first ball that he's played will be a single. Gone through the batter, through the keeper as well. Missing everyone and everything. Single taken. Prashant. Tossed up into the leg side. Catching opportunity. Oh, it's in the gap. It's gone for four. Well, everything that they're touching is turning to gold right now. Been that sort of a day here. 160 comes up for them. 163. They've crossed that expected score. Hadn't batted in the tournament, Prashant. The first time that he's taken field, a couple of matches, he was padded up, ready to bat, but unfortunately he could not get his opportunity. Here he is in the semi-finals when it matters the most. Char will come round the wicket, last ball of his spell. 2 for 26. End with figures, 3 overs, 2 wickets, 26 runs, 19 gone, 163 for 5. Full toss down the ground. The last over of the innings, Manoj Kikani is bowling this final over. Last over for him. "164 for 5. Prashant on strike. Well bowled, well bowled. That's going to be a dot ball. He wanted a wide, but it was inside the tram line, says the umpire. High risk, high reward situation right now. Manoj Kikani, spinner bowling the final over. If he misses the mark, going to be punished. But he's not. Well prepared, up for a challenge, and he gets his important breakthrough. The final over, so the more the merrier for we are champions. But Nynex need to pick up wickets and bowl those dot balls. Keeper Ankit dislodging the bails. Vicky Oswal will be the new batter. First ball, Vicky down the ground, catching opportunity, and he's taken it. So 2 and 2 for Manoj. Nachiket completing the catch. Vicky trying to hit the big shot down the ground. He's been caught at long off. Salil will be the new batter who will face the hat trick ball. Hat-trick ball, and he's got a hat-trick. Manoj Kikani has got a hat-trick, the first hat-trick of the NCL 2026. We saw one in the previous season. It was Parag who took a hat-trick in the previous edition, playing for the Nynex Warriors this time with Manoj Kikani, who's taken 3 in 3. Ankit Balaria dislodging the bails, and in this final over, a flurry of wickets falling. Who is going to be the next batter? They're falling like a. Well, we've seen 3 in 3. International cricket, the record held by the slinger from Sri Lanka is 4 in 4. It could well be possible. Ruchit, oh, he could not get to the ball. Well fielded, Ruchit. But they will come back for a couple of runs. 2 taken, 166 is what they get. 167 with the target for the 9x Warriors when they come out to bat in the semi-final number 2, and a place in the final is up for grabs alongside the White Knights. Live action in some time. The first ball straight away. Play and a miss. Nachiket on strike and Rishi at the non-striker's end. Rahil Anand was unavailable for a couple of games. So many bowling options they've got. Don't even know how Kamran is going to accommodate everyone. Vicky and Kamran, it's going to be a headache for them. Rahil to continue. Good delivery. On the single, he's been denied. Not a huge target. Very frankly speaking, it's a decent target scored, but it is a chaseable one. Certainly a chaseable one. Couple of balls, no runs scored yet. Rahil Anand, tremendous talent, growing player. Slip in place, Kamran. Well played, Nachiket. Guides it towards third man. Another young, exciting prospect at deep third man is Kian Vora. Picking it up. Target of 167 has been set in this semi-final number 2. The winner of this game will play the finals tomorrow at this very ground against the White Knights, led by Karan Chugh. Is it going to be the Nynex Warriors, who've kind of been a last-minute entry? They were always on the verge of relegation, but that one win against the White Knights in 10 overs got them in the finals, semi-finals, I mean. Or will it be the unbeaten force? We are champions. If I talk about the bowling options in this side, there is Rabindra unavailable today, but Rabindra, Rahil, Kian, they've got Kamran, Sanjay Bora, Harish Dhadda, Ashish Kamdar can bowl as well, Salil Mahajan, Prashant Bagai. I've named at least 10 players right now. That's how many bowling options they have this time. It's a full toss over waist height. It's a no ball called. And a no ball will be a free hit then. All right. Opportunity here for the batter. Swing his bat, Nachiket on strike. Having a look at the field here. Free hit ball. Which way is it gonna go? Third man long on the boundary. Free hit. Oh, that's been a plain a miss. Was an opportunity for going down the ground, but he's played all around it. Dot ball. Need a good power play here, these two. They have players like Tushar Jhaveri, they've got Ankit Balaria, Rushanu. A lot of batting yet to come, but can they get those big runs? That's the big question. Need a huge score here in the power play to get ahead of the game. Rahil to continue. Onto the pads, that's a good shot. That's in the gap. He'll race all the way towards the fence for 4. Extremely well played. Just guided the ball. Loose delivery by Rahil. Bowls quick through the air, but straying in line on that occasion. Very good shot for 4. Thing is, Rahil needs to bowl one line and one length here. All that we are champions need to do is focus on bowling dot balls in the power play, and half the job will already be done then. Mid off covers, extra cover, backward point, slip, third man on the offside, square leg mid wicket and long on the onside. Rahil, last ball. Wide called by the umpire. He'll have to bowl that one again. Nachiket has been sent on the top as an opener just so that he can play those aggressive strokes. Talented young batter. A lot of expectations off of him. Took a couple of very good catches in the outfield. Now it's his time to shine with the bat. Can he do that? Played with soft hands, wanted a single, he's been denied. End of the first over, it's 8 without loss after the first over. Well, that's a good delivery. A very good delivery. And that's the first wicket. Nachiket's gone. Harsh Dadda picks up his first wicket. The first and the most important one, because that lays the foundation for we are champions. Harsh Dadda got a knack of picking up wickets in the power play. He's done a fabulous job so far in the tournament. 9 for 1. Harsh. Outside off stump. That's well played into the offside. It's in the gap. And racing away towards the fence for 4. Not bowl those tossed up deliveries to a player of Tushar's caliber. He'll smack you all day long. Oh, and it's another fantastic delivery. That was so close on going back to the stumps. Harsh has got his tail up today. Oh, and that's yet another fantastic delivery. What an over this from Harsh Danda. Two gone, it's 14 for 1. Well, in the last over of the power play, and you can see that they're on course in the run chase, the Nynex Warriors. They're masters of chasing. We've seen that in the past, the last group game of the tournament. They chased down a humongous score against the White Knights. And Rishi, this time it's high in the air. Who's gonna catch it? Three players, three players. No one getting to the ball. It was in the air for a while, and well, Rishi must have thought that his fate has been sealed, but destiny had other plans. Falling in between three players, Sanjay Bora, Kian Vora, and Harsh Dadda. Last over of the power play. Cut away into the offside this time. Just a single there. Short ball in the air. Just short of covers. Run out chance at the non-striker's end. And that's going to be out. That is going to be out here. He was halfway down the track and there was nothing that was left in store for Rishi to do other than sacrifice his wicket. Second wicket goes down, then Kian Vora with the throw. Kian was the fielder. Harsh. Well played, well fielded. Ankit Balaria is the new batter in. Going to be on strike now for the first time in this semi-final. 50 comes up for 9x Warriors. It's come in a decent succession, I'd say. Punched off the back foot. Good early call. Good call there. Kian Vora was attacking the ball, so really well done. That's the end of the power play then. At the end of 6 overs, score is 50 for 2. Well played into the offside. Kamran with the off cutter of his. Get a single. Ankit's gonna be on strike. Low delivery again played into the offside by Ankit cautiously. Got off to a decent start here. Next Warriors far behind in the game. Pile these runs up time and again. Notch up those scores and take the game forward. 3-2 the score. And well played by Tushar towards Salil on the offside. Another quick single taken. Good running between the wickets. Taking singles really well here, these two. You know that Kamran's overs are very crucial because he's a wicket taker. Once he gets his wickets, he cannot be held back then. Slow delivery. Once again played into the offside. That's good batting. Sensible cricket going on here. Taking singles of every delivery possible. Not wasting even one ball. Kamran runs in as a medium pacer but pulls those amazing off cutters time and again that can disrupt the batters. Make it very difficult for the batters. That again, the off cutter well bowled. Gonna be a dot ball then. Decent over this 4 runs, 1 ball to spare. Change in field, fine leg comes inside the circle. Deep mid wicket, along with long on, deep square leg, long off, and deep extra cover. The 5 fielders just named are on the boundary. Going into the onside, they're running the first one hard. Are they going to come back for two? Ankit wants two. Ankit's running for the second. Ankit's come back for second. A direct hit would have been a very, very close call. End of the over. 56 at the end of 7 overs for the loss of 2 wickets. The 8th over of the innings, and Harsh Dhadda continuously bowling his 4th over. Fabulous job so far in this match. Have to see that how does TJ attack Harsh. Cut really well. Oh, well fielded. Salil, what an effort. He saved 4 for his team. That is outstanding. Diving to his right. And a fantastic job here. Extremely well done. Sweeps it into the leg side. Oh, Ankit Balaria, he owns the sweep stroke. What a shot. Magnificently picked up. Knew where the fielder was and he picked his spot beautifully. 4 runs. Nothing wrong with the delivery. Harsh Dhadda knew that it's Ankit's class that helped him find the gap, drives it down the ground. Just be the one then. 63 for 2. Eighth over in progression. They're batting at 8 and over. They're pretty much in control of the run rate right now. Down the leg side this time. The ball's chased away into the fine leg region. They should get a couple of runs. Good running between the wicket once again. Tucked in fine by TJ. 65 for 2. Last ball of the 8th over then. Goes down the ground a bit uppish towards long off. A couple of yards, a couple of bounces. End of the 8th over. It's 66 for 2 after 8. Well, what a cut shot that was. Into the gap behind point for 4. The first ball of the 9th over. It's got a boundary. Boundary of the first ball. Always pressure for the bowler. Especially when you're bowling the first ball of your spell. That's what's happened here with Salil. And he's tried to cut the ball straight towards Kamran. And that's going to be overthrows. Saw that in the first innings as well. Tried to go for the director at the non-striker's end. Wild throw then. Ankit Balaria on strike. Just having a look at the field, these two batters immensely experienced. Been in such situations in the past as well. Cuts it into the offside and he'll get a single towards cover. TJ is back on strike. Oh, that's missed by the keeper. Going all the way for 4. What was it off? Bat, leg byes, or was it a wide? It's 4 wides. Gonna be 5 bonus runs then. Score is moving forward swiftly now in the 9th over. It's 77 for 2. They're ahead of the asking rate at this very moment. Khalil expensive over so far. 11 of 3 in the air. Oh, make it 15. The ball's going to race away towards the fence. Vicky Oswal trying his best. Could not get to the ball. That's another boundary. 4 of the first ball. 4 wides of the third. And now another boundary here. 15 of 4 deliveries. Tushar Javeri. White ball outside off then. Expensive, huge over this. We are champions. They're facing and feeling the pressure here. Been unbeaten in the tournament so far. My goodness, another one. Khalil Mahajan not getting his line right here. Head falling a little bit while he's bowling. Hence the ball is going a little wayward. 4 on the leg side, 5 on the off. Well played towards backward point, going to be a dot ball. That was much better by Salil. Bowling slower through the air, but bowling in the right areas. I think that's most important. Oh, he tried to pull that one away. Came off the toe end of the bat. Back to the bowler. So that's the end of the over. 16, in fact, 17 of it. 83 for 2 after 9. Oh, he swept it. A low full toss by Kian. The first ball he's bowled. Swept away for 4 runs. Great shot by Ankit. Well, they're much ahead of the scoring rate right now, the way the game is going on. Charjaveri 42 of 28, Ankit 13 of 8, 87 for 2 the score. Need another 80 of 65. Oh, good delivery. Kian squared him up there. Very well bowled by the youngster. Phenomenal talent emerging from the Nsci. Had a breakthrough season last year in the last edition, and he's just gotten better and better as time's gone by. Long off covers, point, backward point, deep extra cover, and a third man on the offside, this time tucked away into the leg side. Wants a single. He's been denied. Run out chance at the non striker's end. Very lucky. He did not go for the run there. Oh, Ankit was not alert. Sanjay Bora threw at the striker's end. Rishil dislodged the bails. Kamran feels that he's been unjusted here. The umpire says not out. Please let's not argue. That's not a good sight to see for such experienced players. I know that the wicket holds the utmost importance. It's a huge game. It's a semi-finals. It may be the decision that turns the game, but this is not how we want the NCL to be remembered as. A tournament which has great competition, even better camaraderie, has to be the respect. Well, and as we all know that YouTube is just for the viewing purpose, not for reviews, not for referrals, and not for umpires to change their decisions. Good to see Kamran getting on with the game. I'm sure he must have had so much say in his heart, but he's put on a brave face here. Outside off stump, white ball called by the umpire. It was well outside off stump. Ankit has seen that there's a vacant deep backward square leg area, and a person who is so strong on the onside, especially square of the wicket. Played straight down the ground for another single here. Tushar Javeri. Change in field now. The square leg inside the circle. Deep mid wicket goes back. Ball could be a no ball. There are only three fielders inside the ring. The umpire needs to know. Yes, the umpire knows about it. It is a no ball. Yes, it is a no ball. Like I said, only three fielders inside the ring. So it will be a free hit then. There goes Kian. Free hit ball. Tushar slogs it into the leg side. That's going to be four. Free hit delivery goes towards the fence then. A brilliant shot into the onside. A magnificent boundary all the way. Moves on to 46. So Tushar and Kamran right now are tied as the top scorers in the tournament. One more run here from Tushar will make him the top scorer in the tournament. Batted magnificently well throughout. Whenever he's got the chance, Tushar Javeri flashes it outside off. Is that going to go all the way? Not quite. Just a single. And with that single, 10 overs conclude 95 for 2. And Tushar Javeri now is the leading run scorer in the tournament as things stand by. Change in bowling now. 11th over. Hamir Desai. Ham into the attack. If someone can win them the game, it's this bowler. When he releases the ball, it seems to the viewers that it's a slow delivery, it's easy to hit, but trust me, it is not even 10% of what you think because he's got the dip in his bowling. Look at that. The ball dips when it is about to bounce. That's the skill of a good spin bowler. Ankit trying to sweep the ball. He's seen that vacant fine leg region, and if they don't have a protection there, Ankit is sooner or later going to hit a boundary behind square on the onside towards that short fine leg region or backward square leg region because Ankit is very good on the leg side. Tushar, however, equally capable of doing that. Drives it into the offside straight towards Kamran. Good bowling by Hamir. Bowling to his field. Now he knows that the field is set to the offside. Hence he's stuck to that line and length. Well bowled, there's an appeal. And Tushar walks. Like I said, Hamir is the player who can bring them back in the game. It is Ham, the experienced Hamir Desai. Gets his man, gets the big fish. Very well kept by Rishil Shah. Behind the stumps. No mistakes made. And that was a very good wicket and good to see Tushar walk off as soon as he realized he's nicked it. He's a walker. He's a true gentleman of the game. Tushar Javeri, well played. New batter in is Ruchit. Coming to bat. Crucial situation. And that's a good delivery again. Squaring the batter up. What an over this has been from Hamir. Very well bowled. One ball left in the over. And you can see that he was brought in to get them back in the game. He has brought them back in the game. Now's the time to make it even better for his side. Last ball of the over. Sweeps it. I mentioned a few while back that there is that vacant backward square leg region. That is exactly where he hit the ball. Gets a couple of runs. The 100 comes up, 11 gone. It's 100 for 3. Successful over by Hamir, nevertheless. Starts off with the dot ball. Gautam Barolia and punched off the back foot towards backward point. That is going to be a single. Ankit's on strike. Ankit likes to play in that fine leg region. Still no protection there. And yeah, now I see a short fine leg positioned. Ankit is very very strong on that leg side of his. So you can't allow him to play those shots time and again. And you certainly cannot bowl that one. That's down the leg side. That's a poor delivery by GP. Something very unusual because he's such a skilled and a fantastic bowler. They come back for two. So it's wide plus 2 runs. That's going to be 3 runs of that ball. Well bowled again. Takes the outside edge this time. GP is a fantastic bowler. He's experienced. He's highly skilled. And he's bowled in such situations in number of times in the past. So it's like a regulation game for him. But yes, the NCL has a different aura of its own, has a different pressure of its own that can certainly play with the minds of the players on most occasions. And Ruchit, can he hold his nerves? Just to tell the viewers who are still unaware of this fact, Ankit Balaria and Ruchit Mehta were a part of the same team last edition and they both lifted the trophy as champions. The NCL 2025 belonged to them. This time it's an inside edge. Can they replicate it again? Can the Nynex Warriors, from the brink of relegation, of being knocked out of the tournament in the group stage itself, make that phenomenal comeback? That's what the fairy tales are made of, and can they do it this time around? Change in field again, short fine for Ankit. Shot third point and covers inside the circle. Swept the ball straight towards Rahil at deep square leg, only a single then. Huge appeal for run out. Couple of overs back from the other end, where Ankit was at the striker's end and he was not aware that the throw was coming to his end. End of the over, 6 runs of it. Decent over. Good start by GP. 12 gone, 107 for 3. Hamir. First ball slogged. Fielder there. Fielder there. And oh, he's taken the catch, but he's crossed the boundary. A catch completed, but his foot was over the line. That's gone for 6 runs. We saw this famous incident happen in one of the childhood movies for most of us, where Captain Russell did take the catch, but his foot was over the line. Will this be a moment to savor for the Nynex Warriors? Hamir has done nothing wrong in the game. He's brought them back into the game. He's created another opportunity. And unfortunately, I'd say not even Ryal's fault there. He was unaware that the boundary was so close. The momentum of the catch took him backwards. That's the awareness that was not present on that moment. And Hamir, what must be going on in his mind? What must be going on in Rahil's mind? And especially what must be going on in Kamran's mind, because his mind is really going places now. Ruchit goes down the ground. He's not got the middle of the bat. It'll only be a single then. Ankit's got to hold his ground. He needs to realize that he is the player who's got to take the team over the line now. Cannot make those errors. And that's out, just as I thought. Lightning doesn't strike twice, but Hamir does. 2 wickets in 2 balls. 2 wickets in 2 overs, in fact. Caught behind. Leading edge and a good catch by Rishil. Very, very good catch. Second of the game for him. And is this going to be a game changing moment? Amir has completely opened the game now. Danish Cheda, the new batter in, cautiously defends it. End of 13. It's 1-1-5 for 4 now. Pressure on both these batters. Leading edge into the offside. Wanted a single, but he's been denied. Not ball here. Gautam just marking his crease and run up again. Doesn't want to make a mistake there. Ruchit, well played. Soft hands towards Kamran. You cannot take those runs there. It's not easy when Kamran's attacking the ball. Suddenly now the pressure is shifted. What looked like a certain Nynex Warriors run chase is now even Stevens hanging by a thread. His partnership can get him back in the game. Danish, can he play that big knock? Well bowled, very, very well bowled. Outside off stump, play in a miss. Nynex Warriors. This time there's an appeal. Not sure what that was. Came off the pads. Well, Ankit Balaria's wicket. The captain of the Nynex Warriors. Was that the game changer? And has Hamir taken his team into the finals. Hit with soft hands again, looking for a single. That's another dot ball. So pressure. Only one run of the over. What an over by Gotham. Outstanding bowling. 14 gone. 116 for 4. He went to win off 36 balls. Gone down the ground. Needs some stopping. Well fielded, Shaurya. Very well done. Keeps it down to a couple of runs. Good fielding. Right in front of the com box. What commitment here. Have to give credit to Coach Preetham. Special shout out for the coach as well. Because not only has he individually worked on players, he's raised the bar of NSCI cricket to another level now. You don't see this as a, a club tournament or a gymkhana tournament as such. It is much more than that, where players are throwing their bodies on the line, they're playing with injuries, they're giving that commitment of a professional cricketer, and the quality is right out there for all of us to witness. Hamid brought into the game to take wickets, he took wickets, he's got them back in the game. That's how it works. That's how it's done at the international level. Outside off, that's a close call. Play and a miss. Really well bowled once again. Suddenly the pressure has changed, the momentum has shifted. Mind games have begun. The ifs and buts have now started to raise in the Nynex dugout. Played with soft hands into the offside. Wants a single. He'll get a single then. First run for Danish in 6 balls. Scoring rate has to go higher. Have to get fours. They have to get sixes here. Ruchit needs to pull off miraculous innings out of his box. Another dot fall. What a spell this is turning out to be. 2 for 17, 2.5 overs last ball, 4 runs in this over. 47 needed of 31. That's another dot ball. 4 runs of it. 15 gone, 120 for 4. Gautam does continue. Over number 3 for him. The previous over he just gave away a single run. That's how good he was. Talk about quality in the NCL. This is what I'm talking about. You know? And at the same time, I strongly believe that players like Danish and Ruchit can win the game from this situation. They're fantastic batters. They sure can do it. Another fantastic ball. Oof, unbelievable bowling here. Till the 10th over, I had no doubts in my mind that Nynex were the team that were going to win this one. But right now, completely turned round its head. Which it goes into the onside. He's not getting the boundaries here. Ones will not do anything for them. We are champions, showing what champions are truly made of. They're pulling off this game back in their favor. 45 to win of 27. Need a couple of boundaries here. Dhanish, what has he got in him? A very good batter. I've seen him score a 50 in the previous edition of the NCL as well. Can he do it this time? Can he do it when the team needs him? Goes over the head of the bowler. Just one, just one run. Long off standing right behind the bowler because they know that Dhanish is very good down the ground. Ruchit slogs into the onside. Man in the deep, only a single again. Ryle's got a good arm on him. Just one run. Oof. This game. Which way is it gonna go? 43 of 25. It's become a difficult chase now. What was smooth sailing at one point has now become rather uneventful one for the 9X Warriors. Inside edge. And a single. So good over by Gotham yet again. 5 runs. 16 gone. 125 for 4. Well, trying to play the paddle shot there. I think it went through his legs. Not too sure from the angle that I saw in. Dot ball though. See that again. Kamran with that. Yes, that went through his legs. I don't know what position Danesh was in there. Tried everything possible to get back to ball, but not get the connection. Slogs into the onside. It's in the air. Should be taken. Rahil. He's got the catch. He's got the catch. What a catch, Rahil. Brilliantly taken. Fifth wicket down then. Shanu is the new batter. First ball is played. Hit down the ground. Are they going to come back for two? Rujit wants two. It's coming back for two. And that's a direct hit. Harsh Danda. Direct hit from long on. Rujit is out. What a hit. What a hit from Harsh Danda at long on. You need something special. And moments like these are what this game is all about. Brilliant run out. New batter in is Manoj Kikani is at the non-striker's end. That wicket, I think the hopes also have gone down a little bit. Again, run out chance at the non-striker's end. Well, Jan did not collect the ball in the first attempt, and I think that's why the ball did him ill. 'Manoj on strike. Kamran. Manoj. 39 to win off 19 balls. Very difficult for them. Get this chase down. Worked really hard to get into semi-finals. The Nynex Warriors. VR champions, on the other hand, were unbeaten. Performed exceptionally well in the group format. Off cutter outside off stump. Wide ball called by the umpire. Well kept by Rishil. Ball was going further away. Right? The required rate has shot up now. For 12 now they need. Around 13. So 13 is cut away into the offside. Run out chance at the non-striker's end once again. Oh, direct hit was needed. Single. Rushanu will keep strike. 3 overs remaining. 37 to win now. Gautam. Shanu outside off stump. That's going to be a wide. It was well outside off stump. Gautam Parolia into his final over. Exceptional bowling figures. 3 overs, none for 13. Been wicketless, but he's been extremely economical. Gautam. Run out chance at the non-striker there. No, Gautam. There would have been a direct hit. It would have been the end for Krushanu. Was very close. Very, very close. Manoj Kikani is on strike. That's it very well into the offside. Should be a couple of runs. Comfortably, they come back for 2 runs. Good running. They need a few boundaries as well. I know the ones and twos are always going to be on offer, but boundaries are something that they need to convert good deliveries in. Manoj, which area of the ground will he be targeting? Goes high in the air. Shaurya running in. Oh, he's dropped the catch. Difficult chance. And they come back for 2 runs. They are in the game. They are pretty much in the game. The Nynex Warriors, a big over here. And again, make that pendulum swing in their favor. Can that happen though? That's the big question. That's the ball. Oh, it's in the gap. It's racing away towards the fence. And that's for Manoj. Good shot. Very good shot. There's still a lot of life left in this match. Man at backward point, I think it was Prashant Bagai went through him towards the fence for 4. 27 needed of 14. A boundary here, a couple of boundaries. Can get them on course in the run chase. Obviously asking too much, but it's certainly possible when Manoj is out there. Is the outside edge. Well, is that going to go all the way towards the fence? Long chase for the fielder. And it does go towards the fence. Outside edge. And that's 4 runs. Look at that. Took the edge. And the field, I think it was Prashant giving it a chase. It did hit the ropes though. It did hit the ropes beforehand. 23 of 13. It's still a game that could be won by either of the teams. If you want to talk about quality cricket, this is quality for you. This is the semi-final number 2 of the NCL 2026. Slogs it again. It's an edge. But this time I think it'll only be a single then. Only a single. Match is going to go right down to the wire. 2 overs, 22 to win. Oh, brace yourselves. Going to be a epic showdown. where you blink your eyes and you see runs scored. 150 comes up for the Nynex Warriors. Manoj Kikani, unreal batting. This is a good delivery by Kamran. That one kept little low. 17 to win of 10 balls. Again, anybody's game to have. For any heart patients, please tune out right now. It's not your game. The heartbeats have gone way higher here. The atmosphere in the com box itself is ecstatic. Manoj into the onside. There is a fielder there. Kian does well. Keeps it down to one. Was in the air for a while. Manoj could have gone for, Kian could have gone for the catch. See, even I'm starting to get flustered here. What all is happening out there in the center. 16 to win of 9 balls. Nynex are still in the game. They are still in this game. Krushanu, what's he got in store for us? We all know that Kamran is going to be bowling the off cutter, the off spinner, which will turn away from the left hander. Can Krushanu strike it? Or will Kamran's experience prevail once again? It's all on Krushanu. Won the most improved player of the previous season. Goes in the air. This is not going to be caught. It's going to fall in a safe area. They will come back for 2 runs. Comfortably, they make 2 runs. Good running between the wickets. 14 to win of 8. Everyone on their feet. Both the teams are believing that it's their game. Krushanu. Appeal. I think the ball pitched outside leg. Maybe. Yep, it did. Outside leg. Single is what they get. 13 of 7. The question is who's going to bowl the last over. There are a lot of options. They've got Hamir, who bowled tremendously well. Rahil with his pace. Don't know if Harsh Dadda has any overs left. He's done out with his spell. Kian Vora is an option. Sanjay Bora is an option. They've got plenty of options in their tank. Last ball. Oh, Cammy, you cannot do that. Last ball of over number 19. 13 runs to win. Manoj Kikani. In the air. Kamran will take this one. He'll take this one. Yes, he does. 13 to win of the last over. Manoj with a blinder of an innings. He's out. 13 to win of 6 balls.